But then I can just restart it. That's not bad at all. But speaking of timer, it's running. Timers. Let's see. Immediate bomb, which is good. Good to have early bombs. Greatly broadens your options. And a Shriner find for Bookworm. Warakia will just move on. Oh, this Shriner kill's looking a bit spooky. It's also... Oh, okay. Oh no! Oh no, it's not fine. It's not fine. That was an experience to watch that Triner as Warakia, while that happened, has killed the Blood Shopkeeper. Could crack that open with an Infernal Torch. Doesn't need to spend the Blood Drum hit. Just Infernal Torch use. It's better because you don't need to spend half a heart. But I mean, it might be worse because you have to walk to the torch. But the torch is a tile away. As here is a Leprechaun kill for Warakia. Bookworm, meanwhile, having a much better time with the Shriner Dragons. With this Golden Rapier, taking Boss Shrine, so not a bad start in terms of weapons. There's an Evil Shopkeeper for Warakia. With some pretty solid items, we'll take Foresight over Infernal Torch, and has an Obsidian Torch, an Obsidian Staff now. So, solid. Looks like this Thinking Shrine is not gonna provide a good enough weapon to swap off to. Did not see what it was, but it must be pretty bad. Hello, Keck. I hope you have been enjoying Necrodancer. It's hard to get started. It's a hard game, so don't be discouraged. You're just starting off. As there is Death Metal 1 for Archaea, and these are some very good items. A choice. That's definitely a choice. Purple or red? Monocle's gonna allow Warakia to make that decision. And we'll take the heal spell. Definitely not a bad pickup. As Bookworm has picked up Ring of Regen, so we'll be able to kind of compete with that. But Bookworm has been screen watching then. Checking red is not a bad option at all. And a Titanium Staff for Warakia. Doesn't need that. Very much happy with this Obsidian. Pretty strong build divergence, a great ring for both ends though, but Bookworm's looking a bit barren in the build category. A great heal iframe though, utilizing the bomb trap in order to deal extra damage to the red dragon. And we'll swap off to Peace actually. Did pick up the heal spell. There's an Obsidian Longsword for Warakia, and they will swap off to that. Bookworm's starting to fall a bit behind here, but definitely nothing unsurmountable. Build difference is a bit worrying though, as a pretty big hit for Bookworm there. And that's a flawless for Bookworm. Possible check for black here, or an Obsidian Longsword. No, Bookworm's happy with the 2-3 Rapier. Definitely not bad, but... that definitely is a preference thing. It's a Blood Rapier too. Warakia taking Darkness? With a Ring of Peace already, so losing Peace, but we'll get a Ring of Pain in exchange for it, along with everything that comes with hitting Darkness. That isn't a bad choice at all. Not a bad choice at all, though sacrificing Peace is a tough ask. Well, this looks like a pretty bad swarm for Bookworm. Great use of Freeze Tome there. And a potion pickup for Warakia as well. So... pretty good. That was a sick exit. Hitting the Warlock through the mini-boss, and then just going on to the next floor. Maximum style points there. Well, Bookworm's opening too many rooms to scary Telemonkey. It's not gonna be bad at all though. But spending all this time, this is not a good place for Bookworm to be in. Having to drink the potion. As Warakia manages to continue on. Pretty slow 4-1 for Bookworm. Definitely pretty scary for Bookworm trying to push without any kind of protection. Peace definitely does help, but Peace can only help so much. What is going on Bookworm's end? That was some subbeat stuff. The Warlock jumped on the spike trap and then Bookworm hit the Warlock or something and then ended up on the spike trap too? What was that? Something like that happened. Let's see if we could catch that. No, okay, too late. A good gold kill for Bookworm, but this might be too little too late. One bomb as well, so... looking pretty down for Bookworm right now. As Warakia proceeds on to Deathbringer. Is a left side spawn, which apparently you can tell from the minimap. That's black magic. You can't do that. On to the Necrodancer though. Bookworm trying very hard to push back, using those cookies. Trying to extend the value out of those cookies with the iframes and everything. This is something for Bookworm. This is something. This is Japanese. Okay, it's fine. That looked a bit scary for some reason, but it's just basic Japanese strat. As Warakia finishes with a race room time of 9:37. GG's. Not really too much to say. Warakia pushing a slightly better build. That darkness take, trying to darkness was definitely a choice. and I would say it paid off. Don't forget to add loot, thank you. Firstly, we'll go to Orakia, as second seeds have been entered. We're already off, so wasting no time to jump back into the crypt. That's a fun thing to find on 1-1. Golden Whip! I mean, you can break stuff open with gold, right? But it's 1 damage whip. How pathetic. Think about all the snags that you will get trying to get gold kills. Oh, that's a bit of a puzzler situation for Wallachia. Which enemy to prioritize there? They're all coming at you at very high speeds, but that one will just bounce on a bounce trap, so the right answer was the one to the left. Nonetheless, prioritizing monkeys is generally advisable to not take damage from an enemy that can actually hit you. You can just get hurt a lot from just a single monkey grab, as Warakia takes the Shrine of Pain a few times using the yellow skeleton. Bookworm does the same thing, but gets courage! I think extending it to 1 extra hit that Warakia did not do. So that is a ring! It's definitely a ring. That is a swap to a Blood Whip. It is Blood Whip Courage though, but it's still 1 damage. Definitely wants to swap off this, but for now it will definitely do. Got the Zamboni build. Titanium Warhammer for Akia will pass up on that. That is a tough ask to pass up on such an okay, goodish weapon. It is titanium, it is a Warhammer, it's very safe. But you don't have courage like Bookworm has. Bookworm definitely needs to consider picking that up. Oh yeah, that's a Titanium Warrior pickup for Bookworm. This is such a good build. Waraika doesn't really have much to show in terms of build. Has a bit of time as they are ahead, but it's going to be a Blood Broadsword. So, Bookworm is definitely set up to start taking a pretty big advantage here. Alright, yeah, on zone 2 with just base dagger without any damage ups. This will be pretty costly in terms of time. Bookworm using that potential time save over Warakia in order to do a bit of shopping. Also has a much better 2-1. It's going straight to the exit. Warakia going shopping, finding Move Dig, but still needs some kind of weapon. There's even more Move Dig! Not a weapon, but swapping off to Blast Helm instead and picking up the Courage. Dig Courage. But Bookworm will go down! Just miscounting damage. Thought Courage would activate, but just need to hit it one more time. That is an okay weapon for Akia, an Obsidian Flail. The Mole Courage kill messed it up, didn't see. I just saw Bookworm fighting a Dark Golem and going down. Feels bad. Got some goo protection for Wallachia, and luck as well. Definitely not a ring that they're trying to look for, but we'll swap off to that. It might be worthwhile just keeping Charisma to be able to take advantage of cheap shops while ahead. But luck has its benefits as well, namely that, and better food, better items. Well, it doesn't really matter because Wallachia will just kill the shop anyways. For Old Faithful, pocketing that Obsidian Flail in the holster. Small swarm for Wallachia, not really a swarm, kind of just a wave of enemies. Would not consider that a swarm. Handling it very well. It's a lot of space to work with, as Bookworm picks the same build back up. This is definitely a solid build, but that 1.5 protection is not gonna work. It's not gonna do anything at half a heart, so need to get some health back in order to be in a comfortable spot. As Wallachia continues to pull ahead, about 2 zones. That is a good torch for Bookworm. That is a 3 damage Titanium Warhammer. Very good torch to find. Still, this is a bit far behind to find that. And still needs to find healing, but is trying to tear through this zone 2 pretty quickly. Speaking of healing, very nice ham for Wallachia here. Still going decently slow. Definitely not too slow, as Bookworm is threatening to close this gap. This is definitely a build. Pretty good weapon for Wallachia, but combined with the ring, weapon ring combination, and the torch for Bookworm, Bookworm is in a much better spot. But way back in Zone 3. Actually, not that far back. Zone 3 and Zone 4, but still. That is a vault for Wallachia. You open that, and Bookworm goes down! Very aggressive pushing, trying to catch up, but still not having enough protection. Regeneration would have helped a lot. Regeneration always helps when you need to push back. And Wallachia pulling off a food shop kill after buying the items since they have Blast Helm. Going down to 1 bomb. But with Bookworm back in Zone 1, definitely does have the time to do butt puzzles. And an Earth kill for Wallachia. We'll check purple, red, or bombs probably. Purple still has some worthwhile items like a ring. So not a bad check either way. It's whatever you feel like you need more. There's also food in red, I believe. I don't check red enough to know. I think. Food. Wait, I don't think I've ever seen food in a red boss chest. Huh. Okay. Then I am unsure. But Warakia. Shopkeeper is dead. So it's just going to continue. Has lots of hearts to work with. Not the best protection, but some protection. Definitely not one you'd complain about. Taking a bit of damage, tiny bit, just half a heart, but 7 hearts going into Dead Ringer. Will do Earth. There's a rider in the way, is thinking about how to do this. We'll be fine. No death tunnels with that Courage Shovel. But needs to do butt puzzles here. Needs to touch some butts. Bookworm. I would take that for starter container. Just bomb a shop or build up. Risk take. Okay. Good items, I guess. But looks like Warakia has Necrodancer free now, so should be able to clean this up. But taking risk. Okay. This potion at least. Nonetheless, it won't matter. Not D from Warakia. Taking the second point of this set. With a race room time of 11:41. Some pretty costly deaths for Bookworm. Zone 2 definitely, you can come back. I mean, of course, depends who you're racing, but not the worst. But Warakia continuing to put up solid pace, putting the burden of being speedy on Bookworm, and when you have a build that is that close to death, it's just bound to happen. Free crate open for 1-1 here. Bookworm is going straight towards a blunderbuss inside a Mimic, having a bit of trouble. Apparently, I believe every time you drop and pick up the blunderbuss, it reloads itself somehow. So don't get killed by that, guys. just be mindful that the blunderbuss magically reloads when you put it down, which usually isn't dangerous, but sometimes it is. Warakia will pass up on the gun. That's why guns are dangerous, they reload themselves when you pick up a knife. Warakia swapping off to base spear. Still throwable. Bit of extra range, but that comes with a bit of extra snag. Pretty early Leprechaun for Warakia. And Fireball spell for Bookworm as well. Pop in their Frost Charm. Actually using Blunderbuss, which, well, you don't see that every day. And there's a food shop. How do you kill the food shop with the Blunderbuss? I think you stand at the... Okay, just use Fireball, that works too. Can you even? I don't think you can, actually. That's a point. Alright, yeah, having a throwable. This will be a free Gluttony. Doesn't even need to use the Fireball. As Bookworm is onto Blunderbuss Core Rift. This is a bit scary, but Blunderbuss putting in some work. Very likely gonna check black though. Not a lot of people know how to use. We have piercing blunderbuss! Pog! Now you just need boots, Kappa. Yeah, I know. It's useless. Oh, magic carrot too, why not? And 2 empty heart containers. You only need one of them. Alright. That actually does help, because of the pogs. So that's a 2 damage piercing dagger, pretty much. Warakia, meanwhile, look at this, it's an obsidian rapier. Perfect. Both races will see that, thanks to the monocle. And Bookworm nomming on all of these cookies. So, piercing actually is fine because melee hits with the blunderbuss. Nonetheless, now it's even better. And a lunge into Fortissimo for Warakia will be able to take Fortissimo out in one hit. Might have not even needed the lunge, but I don't know how much health Fortissimo has. I should know, but I don't. I think it's 3 though. I'm probably wrong. I'm only saying that I'm probably wrong because... Oh, fair and balanced for Warakia! But... lots of hearts to work with this quartz armor. Oh, look at... oh, that's a pretty messy 3-2. Not the worst, but still pretty nasty. Piercing is definitely putting in work for Bookworm. Slapping these riders off of their horses. And Bookworm about tied with Warakia, having a ring of piercing to their advantage, which is pretty big. Pretty big. Ballet shoes for Warakia. Definitely goes well with the obsidian rapier. Can just crack it open for free. Torch of Walls in the shop is possibly worth picking up, but you gotta compete with the Squega suit now, and more importantly, piercing. Given everything else is pretty much equal. So it's just gonna haul it and get going. Taking this Telemonkey. Not the most scary with those ballet shoes. And this is Move Dig. That is a dumb spider arrangement. Good use out of the Dragon Fireballs to take out that Blade Master. And picking up that Shovel of Courage. Bookworm is spending a bit more time on this 4-1. So piercing not coming into too much of a play here. But obviously it will help quite a bit. But Bookworm falling behind though is the thing. Some pretty massive damage for Warakia, but quartz armor is good. And a potion. This is good. Very good. Shield and a potion. I mean freeze, shield, and a potion. As Bookworm manages to catch up, this freeze spell are pretty much equal except for the Ring of Piercing once more. But Bookworm doesn't have enough bombs. That could come into play. Warakia spending one of the bombs to get this Congo over with. Bookworm's having a bit of trouble here. Trying to preserve bombs. Just play Eli and this will never be a problem because infinite bombs, but more importantly, you don't need to fight the Necrodancer. Bit of a misread? No? Okay, it's fine. That's just a weird layout. Warakia reading this fine though. Bookworm knows exactly where to go from screen watching. Good shield. Warakia can use a bit more aggressively in the spells. No potion quaff. Or Bookworm. Not having enough bombs is going to be very bad. Oh, Bookworm has Bomb Charm actually. Builds. So, still a toss up. Doesn't need to do puzzles. An early-ish shield for Warakia. We'll still get the shield bug. Bit shorter of a shield bug, as both racers are on 2 hits. Pretty good teleports for Bookworm. This yellow skeleton though will just ruin their day. But that's the last hit for Bookworm. Last hit for Warakia as well. It's close. It's close. It's very close. Bookworm finishing first with a .D of 854.08. Warakia .D'ing with 855.94. Looks like it's gonna go to Bookworm, but still, that definitely is a contest. Auto contested. Neat.